Rigathi Gachagua is a man who is a good example of a person who rose to grace and more grace, then suddenly crumbled back to grass in terms of his political career. He had risen nearly meteorically from a businessman to one-term MP and on to the presidency. Before that victory, little was known about Gachagua. It was his now late brother Nderetu Gachagua, the former governor of Nyeri County, who was the more well-known member of the family. Rigathi stepped in to steer the ship as his brother was taken ill and hospitalized abroad. Rigathi Gachagua was born in 1965, the fifth child in a family of former Mau Mau freedom fighters, a heritage he proudly references as Mtoto ya Mau Mau. He attended Kabiruini Primary School and Kianyaga High School for his O and A levels. He then joined the University of Nairobi for his Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and Literature. He also received paramilitary training and underwent an advanced administration course at the Kenya School of Government. He served in the Provincial Administration, as it was known then, first as a district officer cadet in 1990. Gachagua said in a recent interview, "Mimi ni mtu nimefanya paramilitary training, kukitokea vita nachukua bunduki." According to his brief bio on his presidency's website, he was then promoted to the position of District Officer III in the then Kirinyaga district. In 1991, he was moved to the office of the President, where he served as a personal assistant to the Permanent Secretary in the Office of the President, Secretary to the Cabinet, and the Head of Public Service. Between 1993 and 1997, he was promoted to the District Officer I and deployed to the then Kakamega and Laikipia districts. He took a break from public service in 1999 and went into private business, returning in 2001 as personal assistant to Uhuru Kenyatta and a custodian of his diary. From 2001, Uhuru served as Minister for Local Government, to 2006 when he became leader of the official opposition in Parliament. The man who declared himself the truthful man has been in elective politics since 2017, when he vied for and won the Mathira parliamentary seat. His rise to the public limelight was largely driven by his vehement opposition to his former boss's choice of preferred successor. Uhuru actively supported Raila Odinga as the country's next president, while Gachagua had cast his lot with William Ruto. Ruto's close allies wanted him to pick Kithure Kindiki as his running mate before the 2022 election, but he preferred Gachagua and appointed Kindiki as the Interior Cabinet Secretary when he became president. But now Kindiki is Ruto's most preferred for the deputy president position. As the country's deputy president, Gachagua spent considerable time and energy trying to style himself as the Mount Kenya kingpin. Part of that has been his advocacy for the interest of what he refers to as the Mount Kenya community and his shareholder narrative, which is one of the reasons he found himself in troubled waters. Gachagua fell out with his boss, and not long after the rumor circulated online, plans to impeach him over several charges started. Some of the charges, which Gachagua has vigorously denied, included corruption, insubordination, money laundering, undermining the government, practicing ethnically divisive politics, bullying public officers, threatening a judge, among others. An impeachment motion against Gachagua was overwhelmingly approved by the Lower House National Assembly. The Senate only had to find him guilty of one charge to remove him from office. The Upper House voted on Thursday 17th to impeach the 59-year-old on 5 charges out of a total of 11 against him. This was after 2 days of hearings. He is the first deputy president to be removed in this manner since impeachment was introduced in Kenya's revised 2010 constitution. The Senate session had plunged into disarray earlier Thursday after Gachagua was admitted to hospital with severe chest pains and failed to testify his defense. The Senate proceeded with the vote despite Gachagua's absence from proceedings. He was due to defend himself against the allegations after allies of President Ruto said he was disloyal. But after Gachagua failed to appear, his lawyer Paul Moita said the deputy president had been hospitalized with intense chest pains, urging the Senate to pause proceedings for a couple of days. Moita said, "The sad reality is that the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya has been taken ill, very sick." Speaker Amason Kingi put forward a motion to adjourn the hearing until Saturday, but senators voted against the move. The nays have it, Kingi said, as Gachagua's legal team left the chambers in protest. Ruto, who fell out with Gachagua in recent months, has not commented on the proceedings. Many Kenyans view the impeachment process as politically motivated and a distraction from the aftermath of the deadly anti-tax protests in June and July that exposed deep discontent with government policies and alleged corruption. The hearings, which have involved in-depth scrutiny of Gachagua's finances, could come back at Ruto, according to Karuti Kanyinga, a professor at the University of Nairobi's Institute for Development Studies. Quoting what Kanyinga said, "We are going to hear people demanding that The same thing that has been done to Gachagua be done to the president. Gachagua previously called the impeachment process a political lynching based on falsehoods, but no matter what he says, he has made his downfall in politics and his position taken by the Interior Cabinet Secretary Kithure Kindiki, who was nominated by President William Ruto just after Gachagua was impeached in Senate, which most Kenyans feel is unfair. He claimed in a recent interview that he is going through all this just because he tried to tell Ruto to do the right thing, that among the leaders he was the only one who could face Ruto and call him out when he's making mistakes, because everyone fears him. He tried to explain to him that it was not okay to evict people without compensation, overtaxing people and engaging in deals that do more harm to the country than good. But Ruto didn't take the correction positively. Before Gachagua was discharged from hospital, Ruto had already ordered withdrawal of his security, and now he had to go back home as a civilian. Gachagua said that he's surprised by how heartless Ruto has been against him, yet he's a Christian. But some Kenyans claim that he wanted this for himself because Uhuru warned him multiple times not to trust Ruto, but he didn't listen. Gachagua said that he won't give up easily. We are yet to see his next move. Thank you guys for watching. Please like this video and subscribe. See you on the next one.